Welcome to STS 13. And I'm not gonna like saying this, but in which we blow out candles.
Because if you hadn't mentioned it, one of us would.
Yeah. I'd rather I mention it. Okay, so look, I'll mention it. It's my birthday. There you go. I'm older. I'm more cynical. I dislike life. I was rocketed out of a vagina. I clawed my way to freedom 26 years ago. There, we're done. Anyone else want to say anything? Do you want to get us sued by singing happy birthday?
No, but I'll just call you old.
There we go. Old. Anyone else want to throw something at me? Like
No.
I've got bad hair, or I should get a walker.
He who lives in glass houses shouldn't go throwing paving slabs about.
No, you shouldn't, because you're older than me.
Shut up.
I'm not.
Yeah. Should we turn the light on you?
No, because it's not my birthday.
Yeah, there we go. So, now that we've done Googling Harry Potter characters, Kel!
Hi.
Hi, how was your week?
Busy. Very busy.
What did you get up to gaming-wise? What did you play?
Mostly I played Deadlight and a visual novel called Katawa Shoujo.
I saw you keep mentioning that on Twitter. What is it?
Dear God, that game has killed me emotionally, mentally, and physically. Every night I kind of came home from work, started up a new playthrough to see a different part of the story, and suddenly it was 8 AM. So. Yeah.
Nice.
Tell me a bit more about the game then. Come on.
There's not much that I can say about it without, turning people off it, because it's a very odd concept that makes people raise an eyebrow. But I will say that it came from a development team that formed on 4chan. So I don't think I need to say too much more than that.
Oh, excellent. So, right, wonderful. Has anything else been taking up your time?
Honestly, that's about it. I mean, I think I might have dumped 30 hours into Katawa Shoujo over the last week and a bit. And that's just taken all of my time. Yeah.
Nice.
How about you, Dave? What have you been playing?
Ooh, well, I've been mainly, much to my disdain, been playing the game that's playing in the background at the moment, which is a virus named Tom. And I just want to say to, like, the guys from Misfits Attic, I hate them so much. So very much. Because my free time is gone. I don't have much free time. I relish those glorious, like, tiny little marble crystal moments of free time. And now they've gone. Horribly. And they're even mocking me by they sent me an email saying like, hey, we're thinking of playing it on iPhone. And it's just like, oh, excellent. Now I won't have any free time.
Now, even when you're waiting for the bus, you're going to be missing the bus playing a virus named Tom on your phone.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
And then you'll miss the phone call you were supposed to be getting because you killed your battery on your phone playing a virus named Tom.
So I'll have to hitchhike my way home.
Nice.
But it's a wonderful game. It's an interesting puzzle game, and I wasn't expecting it to have as much depth as it does. It has a lot of mechanics in there that I didn't see coming. I really didn't. Because it's based on the whole moving tiles and getting the circuit to flow through each of these tiles. So it's, based on games like Cogs and Pipe Dream and all those kind of, games where it's just make the tiles the right way round, move them so that everything is correct. But they then started introducing mechanics where, like, you can't see the tiles unless they've got circuit flowing through them. And now they've made it so that, where I am in the game, you can't see the tiles until you actually get circuit in them. However, there is no circuit in the level. You have to create circuit by making enemies run into each other, which means that the circuit power only lasts so long, so you're in a frantic dash to get to where you need to be to move the pieces. So you can see if they're actually correct, and then go back to getting the little guys to collide again. It's chaos.
Yeah, I saw that at the end of the video you did, and I wouldn't be able to do that. It's all way too fast. You got to memorize so much of the track you're trying to get circuit around so quickly before it fades away.
So you get one go and you've got to kind of memorize it and build it. You get a little bit further and memorize a bit more every time, and then you've got to...
And this is only world 3 out of 6.
Wow.
And the difficulty goes from lollipop to soul crushing, as they put it.
So right up your alley then.
Yeah. It's dark though. Oh boy, is it dark. Like, I know it's in cartoon style, but
that
the
doesn't
end
mean
of
an awful lot.
Yeah, at the end of the second level, you're basically controlling a virus named Tom, and you're destroying the products of your previous employer, because they called you crazy and kicked you out, so you created a virus that's now destroying their products. The second level is you're destroying a transporter, a teleporter. And once you've successfully infected it all, it gives you a little cutscene of what happens. And it's just like, you know, really kind of quirky cartoon style. But it was a guy using the teleporter. He teleports in, takes a step forward, and then collapses, and then his heart teleports in 2 seconds behind him.
Nice.
And it's just like, wow, that's actually... Wow. I wasn't expecting that kind of dark. But
Makes you wonder where it goes from there.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see the rest of the level, so well done to those guys. They've actually managed to keep me entertained. What I would define as like, you know, a little casual indie game. It's one of those kind of things you pick up, you do a level or two, and then you put down again. But apart from that, oh, what else? I've been doing something that I'll explain a bit more about in a second. Because I need to, like, you guys know what I'm going to talk about, but should, like, do something with it on here as well. But I've been playing a lot of Infinity Blade and Galaxy on Fire on my phone. And Final Fantasy 12.
I got sucked into playing Grand Prix Story on my phone.
I don't know why, but phone games at the moment.
I know, right?
So fun.
I've been sat at my computer with my phone in my hand, plugged into my computer for the sake of sharp battery charge. Just playing games on my phone, or playing Grand Prix Story on my phone, more to the point.
I think I managed to get
a little race car management game. It's cool.
I was able to get away from that a little bit, but yeah, looking at Grand Prix Story, I'm kind of maybe going to start playing that as well. I'm a sucker for anything motorsport related. I'm there.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys I know. They played Game Dev Story, Kairosoft's. I think it was their first game or their second game or something.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, and then Katie, my other half, pointed out Grand Prix Story. She had it on her phone, and I'm like, so what? You do? So it's the same kind of thing, but with race team. Okay, let's have a little go. Gone. It's brilliant. For like $2.99 on a phone, you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Even by my really cheap ass standards of, you know, like 50p an hour, I've ridiculous value for money. Ridiculous value for money.
That's the thing I like about those games. I mean, Galaxy on Fire is huge. It's crazy large, and it's so awkward to try and fly a spaceship with my phone. But Infinity Blade, I've sunk hours and hours into that. I'm now at the point where I killed something I shouldn't have killed, and now I'm stuck. Everything is way harder than I can actually handle. And I paid like $2 for this game I bought when it was on sale, and I've just... time's gone. And I'm down now to about maybe 2 cents per hour of play. It's crazy, like, there's no way I could get a PC title down to that much.
I'm actually trying to work it out, and I mean, I've had, geez, for essentially £3, I've had at least 20 hours out of that so far, and still going, because the way the whole thing's built, you can carry something over into your next go through, so you kind of work up and up and up and get better and better. So it's built around playing through more and more and more. So that's only going to get silly high. That's a ridiculous efficiency.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't see that with PC games.
That is pretty ridiculous, alright.
It's true. So, the other thing I've been doing a lot this week, well, mainly over the past few days, is I got given a very large amount of Raiders keys, which we are very thankful to the guys over at Frogster for. So I've been given those out, left, right, and centre, as they were like, hey, how many keys do you think you could use? And I gave them the number, and they were like, okay, we'll just double it. And it was just like, ha. And I was like, I was kind of going with a high-ish number anyway, double?
Keys coming out of your ears.
Yeah.
That is fairly awesome, though, that they would just be like, here, have 100 keys.
I'm not giving the exact number of how many keys we got, but yeah.
Yeah.
But we did a giveaway on Reddit and gave away quite a few. We gave away 100 keys. And we're currently up to about 130 given away.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and we're still going. But the beta comes out tomorrow, the closed beta, so we're definitely going to be doing stuff with that. In fact, I'm going to get you guys to take a look at the game, and we will do an OST at some point before I head off to Germany.
Yeah.
So we'll do an AFG, and I'll do that maybe tomorrow, and then we'll do an OST probably Sunday.
You know I'm not around
Saturday.
Sunday or Saturday.
You're at work, I'm aware of this, but we'll
Okay.
do it in the morning when you're back. We'll try and stay up if that's suitable.
Shouldn't
go.
be difficult for me at the minute. My sleeping pattern's a mess at the moment.
Yeah, Anno will do that to you.
Yeah, I know, right?
There we go.
I'll just-
I can sum up what you have been playing for the past week. Anno.
Yeah, I thought I'll have a quick game as because I've been playing as Ecos a lot, and I wanted a quick game as the other side just to see how their really high tech stuff works. Because I've been playing the single player campaign, and you play as Ecos, and then you get like the tech stuff, and you got to do the underwater stuff. So I've been playing thought I'll just have a quick game. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
30 hours later.
Yeah.
Literally 30 hours later, I'm like, wait a minute, what time is it? Oh, holy
is it?
Jesus. What? Yeah, what? Wait a minute. Never mind
It's-
time. What day is it
Yeah,
now?
it's that wonderful thing of,
Oh.
wow, I've only been playing this 3 hours. Wait, no, the day has
Hang
changed.
on. Yeah, wait a minute. It's gone all the way around. Oh, dear Lord.
So before we go over what we're actually doing for the next week and wrap this up, I just want to quickly talk about Gamescom for a few minutes.
Yeah.
As unfortunately, you're not joining me on this one this time, Xander.
No,
But you'll be at
not this
Eurogamer,
time.
and so will you, Kel.
Yep,
Yes.
we're all
Which will be amazing because we're
Eurogamer.
going to be very, very in force at Eurogamer. But for Gamescom, I was working out our schedule. We've currently got booked about 30 appointments for Gamescom. And I can't give any details regarding these, but I can say that we've booked appointments with companies like Bethesda, Activision. We've got some stuff going on with Sony. We've got stuff going on with CD Projekt.
There's not going to be much left of you but a
Hi-Rez.
husk when you get home.
Yeah. But we are taking a look at some titles that I'm very excited to take a look at, and I guarantee that everyone else will be very excited to take a look at. But we'll also be doing editorials. Given some of the stuff we'll be seeing, we won't be allowed to take our camera on.
Oh.
We will be doing written stuff. We'll grab a few pictures. We'll ask them if we can take a few pictures, because we may not be able to get footage, but I'm pretty sure they'll allow us to take, a screen cap.
Yeah.
And then we'll write up some editorials and stuff,
Awesome.
which should be good. But yeah, very busy. The hilarious thing is that the busiest day normally is the Saturday. And we haven't booked anything for the Saturday, because the Saturday is used to walk around and interview everyone that you weren't able to get appointments with.
Yeah.
So that's the busiest day.
Yeah, because everybody's
And
cramming
like
for...
our Wednesday through Friday is solid. So for a day to be busier than that is insane.
You're going to be absolutely shot when you get back.
Yeah.
The worst,
It's gonna be
the worst thing
hilarious.
the worst thing is, I don't even get to enjoy Germany. I fly over on Tuesday. I have an exam on Tuesday. I fly out after my exam. I land late Tuesday. I then rest. On Wednesday morning, we wake up early and head to Cologne. We do Gamescom Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then on Monday morning, I pack my bags and I come back.
Damn.
So it's a business trip,
Very much.
That's pretty impressive.
but it's still going to be very awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be some... I know you're meeting up with a bunch of awesome guys out there.
Yes.
So... I only wish I could. I only wish I had the money at the moment to get out there. It's going to be absolutely awesome. There's a bunch of stuff I'd love to talk. Stuff I'd love to look at, and a bunch of people I'd love to talk to, particularly the hardware and peripheral guys. I want to see
Yes.
where that's going at the moment, because there seems to have been a bit of a drop off. We've all gone quiet and stale with peripherals and making any advances forward.
Well, of course, that's one of the things we will be covering, which is a bit of an interesting one for me. We are going to be wandering around and talking to some of the hardware guys. We're going to be a lot more interactive in a way to this than Rest. Like, we learned a lot from Rest, but Rest we literally put out interview. Boom. We're going to have a lot more gameplay footage this time around, as well as also grabbing like the hardware guys and those kind of people. And we're also going to grab some stuff off just the random show floor. So it should be quite cool.
Awesome. Well, the random show floor stuff is normally pretty good as well, because you get the small developers that are really passionate about what they're doing.
Oh, and fans. We'll also be grabbing fans, which is even more awesome, because it's like, hey, what have you had a chance to play? And then we get to listen to a crazy person talk for 3 minutes.
Awesome.
Which, yeah. So, we should wrap this up. We're now hitting the 15-minute mark. Kel, give me a quick rundown of anything you've got planned for this week that you know of.
This week, the Summer of Arcade on Xbox Live is continuing with Hybrid, so I'm going to be looking at that. It's a third-person post-apocalyptic shooter. It looks fairly awesome. And I'm also venturing onto the PC to take a look at Rigonauts, which just came out.
Awesome.
Constructing big stompy death bots.
I saw that. It's unfortunately it's single player only, but I'm hoping it's fun.
I wish
But
it was multiplayer, because that would be awesome.
We cannot get into that one, Xander.
I know.
I will be here for another 5 minutes.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing this week, Xander. You're doing Raiders, and that's it because you're working on stuff on the website and in the background.
Right. A lot of background stuff to get sorted out. Ready for Gamescom?
For myself, I will be looking at Raiders with you two, Heckle and Jekyll, and also maybe a little indie game if we have time. I got an email of a guy who was like, hey, can you check out my game? And so we will if we get time. I promised him. So, you know, I promised that I would try, which, in my opinion, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted.
Yeah. Apart from that, we've got nothing else to say. So, if you have any questions, queries, or comments, leave them, Kel?
On your Twitter feed?
No. What's the opposite of above?
Oh, below. Okay.
There we go. And for myself, Xander and Kel, we will catch you for the next video. Peace.
You know what?
Stay awesome.
You idiot.